You've met someone who never asks for respect, but always gets it. They don't push for attention, yet people notice. They don't brag about success, yet everyone assumes they're valuable. It's not money. I've seen broke people with this power. It's not looks. I've seen average faces hold a room in silence. It's not intelligence. Many smart people stay ignored. Something else is happening. It's invisible, but it changes every room. Most people never learn it. It's not a trick. It's a way of moving through life that makes others watch, listen, and respect. History knew about it. More than 500 years ago, thinkers wrote about quiet influence. Today, most people still miss it. Instead, they talk louder, try harder, and chase approval. And every time, they lose power. This video is different. I'm going to show you what real presence looks like, how to hold control without asking for it, how to stay unreadable so others can't push your buttons, how to move in silence while everyone else overshares, and how to decide when to appear, when to disappear, and when to act. You'll stop giving away power without knowing. You'll start shaping conversations and outcomes without force or noise. But here's a warning. Once you understand this, you'll see it everywhere. You'll spot who's quietly powerful and who's pretending. You'll notice how often people lose influence by being too open, too reactive, or too available. You'll know why some win without fighting for attention. I'll break it into clear moves you can use today, simple habits and quiet changes. Nothing fake, just a smarter way to show up. Now, you'll see the first move that builds instant respect without talking louder, trying harder, or chasing approval. Most people think power comes from being loud, confident, and visible. They believe respect is earned by showing strength, talking often, and proving themselves. But the people who quietly hold control know this is wrong. Real power works in silence. It's not about drawing attention. It's about how you carry yourself and what you choose to reveal. Think about someone you know who people naturally respect. They don't brag about what they've done. They don't interrupt to prove they're smart. They don't show every plan or thought. Yet people listen when they speak. That's because they're practicing a hidden skill, controlling what others see while keeping their real strength private. This skill is subtle but powerful. When you stay calm and quiet, others fill the silence. They reveal more than they should. They work to understand you. And while they're busy trying to read you, you stay in control. Loud people seem strong but give away everything. They show emotions, weaknesses, and triggers. That makes them easy to influence. Quiet strength is different. It doesn't ask for respect. It earns it by being steady and unreadable. You don't have to act mysterious or fake. The goal is simple. Stop giving away power for free. Stop telling everyone what you feel, plan, or fear. Don't explain every choice. Don't share every reaction. When you keep some things private, you become harder to predict, harder to manipulate, more respected. Start small. Pause before reacting. Share less about your plans until you need to. Don't show frustration just because someone provokes you. Quiet strength doesn't mean cold or distant. It means you're thoughtful and controlled. Over time, people will sense that you're someone they can't push, read, or use. This first step isn't about changing who you are. It's about noticing what you reveal and choosing more carefully. Respect grows when people can't see all your cards. They wonder what else you know. They pay attention when you finally speak. Most people believe being open and predictable makes them trustworthy. They think sharing every feeling and thought shows honesty and builds strong connections. But when everyone can guess how you'll react, they can easily control you. Predictability makes you safe to manipulate. Think about it. If someone knows that praise makes you excited, they can flatter you to influence decisions. If they know criticism makes you defensive, they can push your buttons to throw you off balance. If they can predict your reaction to pressure, they can rush you into bad choices. When people can read you like an open book, they own the story. Being less predictable doesn't mean being dishonest. It means being strategic with what you reveal. Stop explaining every decision in detail. Stop reacting emotionally in real time. Pause before responding. Decide if sharing your feelings helps you or hands power to someone else. This pause is small but changes everything. It creates space for you to think instead of react. Watch the people who always get what they want. They don't announce every plan. They don't defend every choice. They don't show every emotion. Instead, they reveal only what's needed, when it's needed. They control the flow of information. This makes them harder to influence and more respected. You can practice this today. The next time someone challenges you, don't rush to explain yourself. Simply say, "I'll think about it." When someone tries to flatter you, enjoy it but stay neutral. Don't change decisions because someone praises you. When a person pressures you to act fast, slow down. Choose your own timing. This stops others from using your reactions as tools against you. Being unreadable doesn't mean being fake. It means being smart. You're still honest, but you share on your terms. You're still warm, but not controlled by praise or criticism. Over time, people learn they can't predict or push you. That's when real respect starts. I'll show how silent observation gives you an edge, learning more while saying less and staying fully in control. Most people believe talking more makes them important. They rush to fill every silence, thinking it shows confidence and value. But silence, when used with purpose, is one of the strongest ways to gain power. The quiet observer learns more, sees more, and controls conversations without seeming to. When you talk too much, you reveal your plans, fears, and weak spots. You show how to influence you. But when you stay calm and listen, you collect valuable information while others give it away for free. They reveal their insecurities, their goals, and their strategies because they're busy filling the space you leave open. Think of someone who always seems to know more than they say. They don't jump into every discussion. They ask smart questions. They notice things others miss. Hesitations, reactions, hidden emotions. People feel drawn to them because they seem deeply aware and thoughtful. That's the silent observer advantage. This doesn't mean being cold or disengaged. It means listening with intent. Ask questions that make others reveal more. How do you see this working? Or, what's the biggest challenge right now? Then wait. Don't rush to fill silence with nervous words. Watch body language. Notice what topics create tension. Pay attention to what people avoid saying. These clues give you real power. Another part of this skill is timing. When you speak after listening, your words hit harder because they're rare and thoughtful. You don't need to dominate a conversation. You just need to contribute at the right moment. People will listen more closely because they've seen you observe quietly before you speak. Start practicing in small ways. Next time you're in a meeting or a casual chat, talk less and watch more. Ask one or two thoughtful questions. Pause before answering. You'll be surprised how much people reveal when you simply let silence work for you. Now I'll show how being less available increases your value, so your time feels rare, respected, and worth earning. Most people think being available all the time makes them helpful and respected. They believe saying yes to every request shows value, but the truth is simple. What's always available becomes invisible. When your time and attention are too easy to get, people stop appreciating them. Human nature values what is rare. Gold is valuable because it's scarce. Diamonds are precious because they're hard to find. The same rule applies to your presence. If you always answer messages right away, if you say yes to every meeting, if you drop everything for anyone, people start to assume your time has little worth. You don't have to play games or become distant. You just need to be selective. Choose where you give your attention. Say yes when it's meaningful. Protect your time when it's not. This doesn't make you cold, it makes your time respected. Think about someone who seems important. They're not always reachable, but when they do respond, people pay attention. Their time feels valuable because it's not handed out casually. You can do the same. Stop replying instantly unless it's urgent. Don't accept every invitation. Decide when it's worth your presence. If someone asks for your help, you can say, "I'll check my schedule and get back to you." Simple boundaries create respect. Another key point: scarcity doesn't mean ignoring people or being arrogant. It's about balance. If you disappear completely, people move on. If you're always available, they take you for granted. The power comes from being present at the right times, not all the time. Over time, selective availability changes how others treat you. They prepare before talking to you. They value your responses more. They stop expecting instant answers. your presence becomes an event, not background noise. Now I'll show how to master presence, choosing the right moments to appear so people remember and respect your impact. Many people believe influence comes from showing up everywhere, joining every conversation, and having an opinion on everything. They think more presence means more respect, but constant presence makes you forgettable. When you're always around, you fade into the background. Real power comes from being present at the right moment, not every moment. Strategic presence is about timing and intention. It's knowing where your voice matters most and saving it for those spaces. Instead of trying to attend every event, you choose the ones that carry weight. Instead of talking in every meeting, you wait for the point where your words can shift the direction. When you speak then, people remember. Think of someone who rarely talks, but when they do, everyone listens. Their presence feels sharp and intentional. That's because they don't waste energy on noise. They read the room, decide when to step forward, and know when silence is stronger than action. Being strategic also means saying no. This is hard for many people, but it's essential. Every time you join a random discussion or accept an unnecessary invitation, you dilute your impact. Choose fewer but more meaningful moments. When you do show up, prepare so your input matters. Another part of this skill is knowing when to leave. People who exit at the right time leave a stronger impression than those who linger. You want others to wish you stayed a bit longer, not wonder when you'll go. Ending at the right moment makes your presence feel deliberate and powerful. Start small. The next time you're invited to a meeting, ask yourself, will my presence add value here? If not, skip it. In group conversations, listen first. Speak only when your point can change or clarify the direction. Over time, you'll notice people value your input more because it's rare and timely. Controlling your emotions. Most people lose power because they let emotions guide their actions. They react fast when someone criticizes them. They feel flattered and lower their guard when someone praises them. They rush decisions when pressured. Each time this happens, someone else gains control. Emotional reactivity makes you predictable and easy to manipulate. Real strength isn't about hiding feelings or becoming cold. It's about understanding your emotions and choosing when to show them. Anger, pride, fear, and excitement are normal, but they shouldn't decide your next move. You decide. Think about common traps. Someone insults you to provoke a reaction they can use later. Instead of snapping back, pause, breathe. Answer only if it benefits you. Someone flatters you to win favor. Accept the kindness, but don't let it change your judgment. Someone creates fake urgency to force a bad choice. Stay calm. Take the time you need. Their rush doesn't have to be yours. This pause between feeling and acting is powerful. It gives you control. It stops others from using your emotions as tools. It doesn't mean you're fake. It means you're deliberate. People respect those who stay steady under pressure. In tense rooms, calm people lead because everyone else is panicking. You can start practicing in daily moments. When a message upsets you, don't reply right away. When someone praises you, smile but stay focused on facts. When pushed to decide fast, say, "I'll think about it and let you know." Simple responses protect you from manipulation. Over time, emotional control builds quiet authority. People learn they can't trigger you or rush you. They stop using flattery or pressure to get their way. They see you as stable, thoughtful, and trustworthy. That stability is power. Now I'll show how silence itself becomes a weapon, making others reveal more while you gain time and control. Most people fear silence. They think it makes them look weak, awkward, or unprepared, so they rush to fill every quiet moment with words. But silence, when used with purpose, is one of the strongest tools you can have. It gives you time to think, keeps others guessing, and often makes people reveal more than they planned. When you speak too quickly, you give away your thoughts and feelings before you've even processed them. You also remove pressure from the other person. But when you pause, something powerful happens. Silence creates space that makes people uncomfortable. Most will fill it by talking more, explaining themselves, or revealing details you didn't ask for. You gain valuable insight just by staying quiet. Strategic silence also shows confidence. People who believe they need to prove themselves can't stay quiet. They feel they must respond instantly. But calm people know their value. They know silence doesn't mean weakness. It means control. When you pause after making a point, it lands harder. When you take a moment before answering a tricky question, it shows you're thoughtful and not easily pushed. You can use silence in simple ways. After saying something important, stop talking and let it sink in. When someone asks a loaded question, pause before replying. If a person pressures you for a quick answer, don't rush. A few seconds of quiet can shift power back to you. The key is to stay comfortable while others get uncomfortable. Breathe, stay relaxed. Hold eye contact if it feels natural. Let the silence work. Over time, you'll notice people think more carefully before speaking to you. They'll try harder to earn your words because they know you don't waste them. Most people think showing everything they can do will earn instant respect. They believe proving their full skill set builds trust. But revealing all your abilities early takes away mystery and leverage. Once people know exactly what you can do, they know how to use or compete with you. Predictability kills advantage. Quietly powerful people work differently. They reveal strengths step by step, only when useful. They don't lie or pretend to be weak. They just don't show their entire hand at once. This keeps them flexible, surprising, and harder to control. It also makes people curious. Curiosity builds influence. Think about negotiation or problem solving. If you display every skill right away, others can plan against you. But if you hold back, you can adapt later. You can surprise people when it matters most. The unexpected shift often wins respect and changes outcomes. This idea isn't about being fake. It's about sharing with intention. Answer honestly, but avoid oversharing. Demonstrate competence, but don't showcase every resource unless needed. For example, if someone asks what you can do, give a clear answer, but leave space. I can help with this and that. No need to list every tool and strategy unless the situation calls for it. Another benefit of holding back is protection. People can't copy what they don't know. They can't plan against strengths they haven't seen. They can't manipulate with information you've kept private. What's hidden stays safe and ready when you decide to use it. Start practicing by resisting the urge to impress. In new meetings or conversations, give enough to build confidence, but not so much that others fully map your ability. Let them discover your depth over time. Each reveal builds impact. Over time, you'll notice more respect and intrigue. People will want to know more about what you can do. And when you finally show a hidden skill at the right moment, it creates a lasting impression. I'll show how a little unpredictability keeps others alert and interested while you stay calm, confident, and respected. People like things they can predict. Predictability feels safe. But if you are always easy to read, others stop trying. They know exactly how to approach you, how to win your approval, and how to push your buttons. Predictable people are easy to control. Quietly powerful people do the opposite. They stay steady in their values, but unpredictable in their actions. This small uncertainty keeps others careful and engaged. When people can't fully guess your next move, they pay closer attention. They think before they act. They stop taking you for granted. This doesn't mean being random or unreliable. It means being strategic. Show consistency in your character, honesty, respect, fairness, but vary how and when you respond. For example, sometimes reply quickly when speed gives you an edge. Other times, take your time when patience benefits you. Be warm and friendly when it's right. Stay cool and professional when the situation calls for it. Don't always be available. Have priorities that make your time valuable. People who can't assume your response will work harder to earn it. This approach also protects you. If someone tries to manipulate you with praise, delay your reaction. If they pressure you with urgency, slow down instead of rushing. If they expect you to always say yes, sometimes say no. Each moment of unpredictability reminds others you think for yourself. Uncertainty keeps interactions alive. Predictability makes people lazy. When they can't fully map you, they respect your space and effort. They stay careful with their words. They prepare better before approaching you. This isn't about creating fear or confusion. It's about staying interesting and hard to exploit. Start small. Change your reply pattern. Delay a response when it helps you think. Decline an invitation if it's not valuable. Adjust your tone based on the situation instead of reacting on autopilot. These small changes build quiet strength, becoming the hidden force. Now it's time to pull everything together. Quiet power isn't about becoming someone else. It's about shifting how you act and what you reveal. You stay true to who you are, but you stop giving away control. You start moving with purpose. Every conversation, every reaction, every choice becomes a chance to build quiet influence. Begin by breaking 3 habits. First, stop seeking constant approval. You don't need everyone to like every move you make. Chasing praise makes you predictable and weak. Second, stop over-explaining. When you decide, you don't owe long justifications. Boundaries and choices don't need apologies. Third, stop reacting on impulse. Feel emotions privately, then choose a response that helps you, not whoever is trying to push you. Replace those habits with better ones. Pause before answering anything important. That small space gives you control. Ask questions more than you make statements. Questions let you learn while shaping the conversation. Be selective with your time. Show up where it matters, not everywhere. Speak with precision. Cut filler and empty words. Each sentence should carry weight. Practice the moves you've learned. Stay unreadable. Observe silently. Limit availability. Time your presence. Control emotions. Use silence. Hold back skills. And stay strategically unpredictable. Each is simple on its own. Together, they create quiet dominance. People won't always know why they respect you. They'll just feel it. The best part is, this isn't fake or manipulative. You're not lying. You're not acting. You're simply controlling how much power you hand to others. Most people lose influence because they overshare, overreact, and overextend. You'll stop doing that. You'll become steady, thoughtful, and respected without asking for attention. This is a skill that gets stronger with use. Every day you'll have chances to pause, hold silence, and reveal less. Each time you choose strategy over impulse, you gain presence. Over time, you'll notice people listening more, respecting boundaries, and trusting your judgment. If this helped you, subscribe and comment any question. Start practicing quiet power today and watch how people respond.